Hey, what's 11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K Universe Mode. Welcome back to another episode of Monday Night Raws. We are on the road to Battleground of Season 2. And tonight we're kicking off with the number one contender to the WWE Championship, the glorious Bobby Roode, who has a message for Finn Balor before their bout in 2 weeks from this past Saturday. Also tonight we're going to see a no-holds-barred match in our main event. Bobby Roode making his way to the ring. The glorious one last week knocked off Kevin Owens in our main event. So what does Roode have to say? I believe this is the first time we're hearing from him on Raw. I could be incorrect. "3 weeks ago, at No Mercy, I sent my good-for-nothing former tag team partner, James Storm, packing. That night after my match, Raw's general manager, Damien Sandow, came to me. He came to me with an offer that I could simply not refuse. He offered that he would propose a trade to the SmackDown general manager, who is still yet to show themselves, and traded me to Raw for someone I'm sure is far beneath me. Sandow promised me an opportunity at the world title. And at Battleground, I am going to fulfill my destiny. And that night you will look at me, you will look me in the eyes, and you will all bow down and call me champion. And on that day, it is going to be absolutely glorious." What a proclamation from Oh God. Oh God. So Bobby Roode is scheduled for a match right now, if you weren't aware. Braun Strowman making his way to the ring. Braun Strowman, one of many vocal superstars backstage that aren't particularly thrilled with Bobby Roode, as they have called it, jumping in line for a shot at the WWE Championship. Well, so good luck, Bobby. Have fun. So Bobby Roode and Braun Strowman one-on-one in our opening contest. Oh God! We have a game of cat and mouse to start it off here. Braun moving a bit slower than Roode. Braun. Oh! Speared by Roode! Roode into a cover. One. No, barely a one count. Oh, this is a wise strategy from Bobby Roode. Keep Braun Strowman down. Keep him off his feet. If you let the monster on his feet, well, you're gonna get trucked. Oh, and Bobby. Oh, a poke in the eyes. And a neck breaker. Bobby Roode. Knee strike to Braun Strowman. Yes, as I was saying, there are many stars in the back who believe that Bobby Roode shouldn't be the number one contender, that it should have been one of them. One very vocal one about it. Or not so vocal as he is physically, displaying it as the general manager's right-hand man. Interesting, isn't it? As Braun with a kick to the ribs and just walks across Bobby Roode. And Roode trying to get back up. Braun, gets clotheslined to the back. Braun Strowman is down as Bobby Roode kicks him in the back. And Bobby Roode, knee to the side of the head. Braun Strowman goes down. Bobby Roode He's doing a very, very good job at keeping the monster at bay tonight. Braun Strowman, oh god. Now a knee in the back. Down goes Roode. And now Braun picks him up. And now Braun has him up. Oh, jeez. Takes him down. And now Braun working over the shoulder of Bobby Roode. And down goes Roode. And now Braun Strowman grabs Roode, and Braun takes out the leg. Or, excuse me, Roode takes out the legs of Strowman, and now Roode. Right hand. Knocks back the monster, and Braun scoops him up. Bobby Roode slips out of it. Roode grabs Strowman. Small package on the big, not so small package on the big man. 1, 2. Braun gets the shoulders up. And now Roode telling Braun to bring it on. Oh boy, here comes the Strowman Express. I feel so much less cool saying that. As now Braun grabs Roode, picks him up to his feet, and Braun. Oh boy, lift and cutter. Down goes the glorious one. And now Braun grabs Roode, and Braun drags him away from the ropes. Strowman turns him over into a cover, and Braun Strowman. No! Bobby Roode gets the shoulders up. Bobby Roode managing to get the shoulders up, and now Braun. For a right, Roode out of the way. Roode. Spear! It doesn't matter how big you are, getting cut in half and getting hit in the ribs hurts. As now Braun grabs Roode, throws him in the corner. Roode. Oh, Braun gets knocked back. And now Roode grabs Braun. Bobby Roode has him up. Fisherman suplex. Cover. 1. No. Braun kicks out immediately. And now Roode standing over Strowman. Strowman now pulling himself up into the corner. Bobby Roode. Kick in the ribs. Glorious DDT. 1, 2. No. Braun gets the shoulders up. Well, if you want a test for dealing with Finn Balor at Battleground, well, then this is the perfect test for Bobby Roode. Someone as resilient as Braun Strowman. Someone as powerful as Braun Strowman. If you can beat him, well, then I think you got a chance at Battleground, Bobby. At least that's my mindset. That's my 2 cents in the case. As now Braun with a kick to Roode. And now Strowman grabs Roode, drags him away from the ropes, and Strowman cover on Roode. Here we go. Braun. 1, 2. No. Roode gets the shoulders up. And now Braun Strowman. Kick to the back of Bobby Roode. And Braun is calling him up to his feet now. I think Braun's going to look for that running power slam. Here we go. Braun grabs Roode. Roode. Oh, kicks him in the ribs. Bobby Roode. Oh, Braun counters. Braun grabs Roode. Lifts him into a chokehold. Elevated triangle choke from Braun Strowman. Bobby Roode's in some trouble here, but Bobby Roode punching him in the ribs. Roode. No, went for a spear, and Braun DDT'd him. Roode falls out of the ring. And Braun Strowman. Well, Bobby Roode back into the ring, and Bobby Roode knocks Braun in the corner. And Roode with elbow strikes to Braun Strowman now. Doesn't matter how big you are, everyone's the same size when they're on the ground getting hit in the face. As now Braun, right hand to Roode. Braun Strowman, DDT. Same logic applies to Roode, doesn't it? As now Braun is calling up the glorious one, and Braun Strowman grabs Bobby Roode. Here we go. No. Right hand from Roode. Roode kicking the ribs into another glorious DDT. Cover. 1, 2. No. Braun again kicked out. Roode at this point pleading with the referee. Pleading with everyone. Pleading with anyone to keep Braun down for 3. As now Roode trying to mug Strowman and Roode out of the ring now. Braun starting his roar, and Roode catches him with another spear. Bobby Roode now picks up the monster. And Roode with a chomp. Bobby Roode firing away on Braun. Right hand knocks him back. Braun might be a monster, but Bobby Roode, he's not that much smaller than Braun. And now Braun knocks back Roode, and Braun scoops him up. Roode gets out of it with an arm drag. And Roode with a clothesline. Bobby Roode is on fire at this point in our opening contest. Roode, right hand to Strowman. And another. Braun goes down to one knee, and Roode, firing away again, knocks Braun into the ropes. Braun in trouble as Roode with a stomp to the chest. And now Bobby Roode grabs Braun Strowman and picks him up. Roode takes Braun down, and the jumping neckbreaker takes down Braun. Bobby Roode now standing over Strowman. Roode picks Strowman up to his feet, and Bobby Roode grabs Strowman. Spinebuster. Cover. 1, 2, no. Bobby Roode, he's got to think of something else, it seems like. Strowman's not staying down. As Roode now calling the monster back up, and Roode kicking the ribs. Oh, here we go. Glorious bomb. Roode with the glorious bomb. 1, 2. That did it. Credit where it is due to Bobby Roode. He just put down the monster by himself. No help needed from anyone. Very few people are able to do that to Braun Strowman. It looked like in the beginning parts of this matchup, it looked like Braun might have the match won. But in the end, Bobby Roode, he escaped the running power slam twice. 2 glorious DDTs and the glorious bomb. And Bobby Roode gets the win. That is big for Bobby Roode. He's #1 contender for a reason, and that reason is he is absolutely glorious. Let's see what's going on with the rest of Monday Night Raw, shall we? So Bobby Roode got the big win in our opening contest. The #1 contender to the Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belair, knocked off Charlotte Flair. Finn Balor, the WWE Champion, teamed up with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who will be challenging GYV in a rematch at Battleground, knocked off Reigns and the Usos in 6-man tag action. Dexter Lumis got a win over Titus O'Neil in some singles action. Up next, Samoa Joe is going to take on The Big Show. And the main event, it's a no-holds-barred match. Shane Thorne versus Murphy. I have a big announcement to make in that matchup as well. Here comes The Big Show. Big Show, well, you know, he's the Big Show. What more can you say about him? Big Show, he might be a giant. Tonight, a giant fights a destroyer. Samoa Joe marching down to the ring. I mentioned this in the last matchup. Samoa Joe, he was promised a lot of things by Damien Sandow as well, and he got that shot at Money in the Bank a couple months ago. You would have thought he would be next after Sandow failed, but Seth Rollins was next. And then you'd have thought after Seth Rollins was defeated at No Mercy that Samoa Joe was next, or I'm sure a couple of you, a few people that I have in mind in the Unless Living Universe probably thought Seth Rollins was, again, next. But, no. You thought Samoa Joe was next. Bobby Roode is now next. You have to believe Samoa Joe was promised a shot at the WWE Championship at some point. So my question is, what's taking so long? As Joe, he and Big Show meet in the center of the ring, and now, Joe chops the back of the Big Show, kicks him in the ribs. And down he goes, and now Joe went for a chop, Big Show jabbed in the face. Joe with a drop kick. Staggering the Giant, takes him down. And now Big Show grabs Samoa Joe, and Big Show sweeps the leg. Samoa Joe gets kicked in the ribs now, and Big Show again with a kick. Big Show now picking up Joe, and Big Show grabs Samoa Joe, who knees him in the face. And Samoa Joe now back to his feet. He drops Big Show again. Big Show pulls himself into the corner. Samoa Joe boots him in the face. And now Joe picks up Big Show. Joe, right hand. And now Big Show taken off his feet by Samoa Joe. And now Samoa Joe again firing away and takes down Big Show again. Joe picks Big Show back up, and Big Show is in trouble. Samoa Joe with a chop and a jab knocks Big Show into the ropes. Samoa Joe drops Big Show face first into the ropes. And now Joe picks him up, and Samoa Joe grabs Big Show, throws him into the corner. Joe, elbow, and an enziguri. And Samoa Joe is taking down the Big Show. And now Big Show with the one-arm choke slam. Or, excuse me, one-leg choke slam. He still used one. Whatever. Point remains. Takes down Samoa Joe. Either way. As now Big Show standing tall. He grabs Joe. And Big Show grabs him by the shoulder. And Big Show has Samoa Joe by the shoulder. And he takes him down. And Big Show now just steps across the chest of Samoa Joe. And Big Show, right hand to the ribs from Joe. And now Samoa Joe clotheslines Big Show again. Big Show goes down in a heap. Joe is grounding the Giant in the early goings here. And now, sidewalk slam Uranagi from Samoa Joe. And now Joe, he's calling up the Giant. What's Samoa Joe thinking here? Joe, he's got his arms around that tree trunk-like neck of the Big Show. Managed to wrap his legs around him. Sort of. But he couldn't quite get it in. He's going to have trouble getting that in on the Big Show. I have no doubt there. He tried to lock in the Coquina Clutch, but Big Show is just too big. Samoa Joe might need to venture out into other branches of his arsenal other than the Coquina Clutch. The Coquina Clutch is a day. Oh my God, no way. Oh my God, Big Show. Sunset flips Samoa Joe. One. No. Wow. That nearly just happened. Big Show, forearm strike to Joe, and he shoves him down. Down goes the Destroyer. And now Samoa Joe is turned over, and Big Show takes down Joe, and Big Show with Joe into the corner. Big Show clotheslines him in the back. And Big Show now turns Joe over. Big Show grabs the leg and takes out the leg of Samoa Joe. And now the Big Show lets out a mighty roar that the Giant has. Now he picks Joe up, but Joe clotheslines Big Show. Samoa Joe turns him over, and now Joe, locks in a camel clutch here on Big Show. Well, if you can't choke him out one way, choke him out the other, I suppose. Big Show's in trouble. And Big Show breaks out of it and slips out. And now Big Show, look at this, has Joe up, and Big Show throws him into the mat. And Big Show with Joe back up to his feet, and Joe in trouble. Big Show, that's like a flying bus hitting you on that spear. And now Big Show picks up Joe, and Big Show, what the hell? I'm so used to the word super kick that when the Big Show did it, it didn't faze me until after I realized he had done it. And now Big Show pulls himself back up on the apron. And now Samoa Joe grabs Big Show, who kicks him in the ribs. Big Show. WND. No! Samoa Joe. Knee to the ribs. Joe turns him around. Right back in. Here it is. Coquina clutch. Big Show is going nowhere. Other than to sleep, perhaps. Down and out goes the Giant. Your winner, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe. Wow. Poor Big Show is all I can say there. That's a huge win for Samoa Joe, though. But up next, it is our main event. It's a no-holds-barred match, and in that matchup, there's a very big announcement to be made about Monday Night Messiahs and Buddy Murphy's matchup. So, it is time for the main event, and as the disciple, Shane Thorne makes it... It's so weird saying that still. It's been a month. It's been almost 2 months, and I'm still not used to it. The disciple, Shane Thorne, making his way to the ring. The #1 disciple of Seth Rollins now. But as he makes his way to the ring, Murphy, of course, beat Cutler last week and Blake the previous week. Murphy wants a match with Seth Rollins. We know this much. He's going to get a matchup with Seth Rollins, but he's not going to get it at Battleground because Seth Rollins is still out with his concussion. But at Battleground, Murphy is going to face Wesley Blake, Steve Cutler, and Shane Thorne in a gauntlet match. If Murphy beats all 3 of these men, then, and only then, will he get a matchup with Seth Rollins at a later date to be determined. Murphy, of course, wants that to be as soon as Seth Rollins is medically cleared. So Murphy makes his way to the ring tonight. This is no holds barred. As Murphy, well, he reaches under... Hang on. He's brought some weaponry. He's telling Thorne to bring it on. Oh! Here we go. Murphy using that sledgehammer effectively. When you've got a hammer, all life's problems really start to look like nails. That's what the hammer in my toolbox says on it. Oh! Shane Thorne was only just getting up to his knees, and Murphy decked him with that chair. And Murphy now taking down Thorne. You know Murphy's wanted to do this to Shane Thorne for a while. Thorne trying to get back up, and Murphy with a steel chair shot. And went for it again. Oh, and again. The Messiah Slayer is slaying the disciple tonight. Went for a baseball bat shot, and Shane Thorne takes the bat back. And now Thorne. Oh, decked with a right hand by Murphy. Murphy with a knee strike. Murphy picking up the nearest available weapon. Oh, and hits Shane Thorne with it. And again. And again. Shane Thorne goes down. Murphy now picks up Thorne. And Murphy. Knee strike to Shane Thorne. Now Murphy's got that baseball bat back in hand. Oh, it hits Shane Thorne to the ribs with it. Shane Thorne has gotten, what, 2 moves in this whole matchup? when these two have a wrestling match in that gauntlet at Battleground in 2 weeks, well, maybe it'll be different. But right now, Murphy is dominating. Thorne is not moving. Murphy going up top now, and now Murphy comes off the top with a splash to the back. Does damage to himself on that one as well. Picks Thorne back up to his feet now, and Murphy kicks Shane Thorne in the ribs. Pops him up into Murphy's Law. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Good Lord. He killed him. That's it. He killed him. I don't think Shane Thorne's getting up from that one for a while. That was a mugging from Murphy. That wasn't a match. That was a mugging. Your winner, Murphy. That's a lot of momentum to build for the. That's a lot of momentum to build for the gauntlet match, isn't it? Well, I did not expect that to be over that quickly. I've been Xander, and that was Universe. Thanks for watching, everyone.